I think I figured it out, y'all. WWE, Paul Levesque, and the whole creative team, they're obviously just rushing the content just to get finished up with USA, get finished up with their TV deal, to end the year off and sort of start fresh January 6th when WWE Monday Night Raw gets the Netflix. I get it. Okay, if I'm in the background, if I'm part of creative, I understand that ideology of going about the content like that. Let's just push this out. Now, this is the thing I have a problem with. You got real hardcore wrestling fans. You got people like myself, JD, Vince Russo. You got the content creators out here that's actually watching this 2 to 3 hour show, and it's completely horrible. Now, the best thing about this week, we knew Raw was taped. So we knew we were going to get a completely boring, nothing happening show. Now, did we get that? Of course we did, man. Nothing literally happened. You got Rhea Ripley coming back, and that was okay. But if you're online and if you're on X and if you're in your communities or whatever, we got the spoilers already leaked. That's the thing about these tape shows. Spoilers will always be leaked, bro. We've been knew that Rhea Ripley came back. This is another thing too. I spoke to people that was in that Raw, Monday Night Raw, that tape Raw. And I'm hearing that you got Lillian Garcia telling the crowd, all right, when I count to three, I want y'all to cheer as loud as you can. Then she does, when I count to three, I want you to boo as loud as you can. What the fuck are we doing right now? What are we doing? We're losing everything that's good about wrestling, about Monday Night Raw, and we're fabricating it to the point where it's almost like the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, man. Like, this is bullshit, and y'all want people to pay for this bullshit, and it's just not happening. Speaking of the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, that's a good segue into this. Netflix has 6 weeks to fix the streaming problem, because if Monday Night Raw airs and there's any type of buffering, streaming issues, if it's anywhere close to the shit show we had to sit through, if you watch that Tyson and Jake Paul fight, it's going to be a huge problem. This could be the beginning of the end for WWE, Monday Night Raw, the Paul Levesque era, and a lot of things, man. I don't think we're going to have the problem though. I'm trying to be optimistic about it, but watching that stream scared me a little bit. But why I think there's not going to be a problem is this. We had 60 million people tune in for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. And I'm going to just bust your bubble right now. If you think 60 million people are going to tune in to Monday Night Raw, I don't think so. I'm not going to lie. I will be very surprised if 60 million people tune in to Monday Night Raw. I'll be surprised if they even get half of that. I'm very interested in seeing how the numbers are going to pan out. Now, this is the mistake Paul Levesque, WWE, and Creative is doing. Is super unfortunate. Instead of worrying about making the best content possible, making the best compelling storylines possible so we could ride into Netflix with some stuff we actually want to see. They're really dependent on people like Travis Scott to fucking show up at Monday Night Raw, and for anybody that likes wrestling to give a fuck. A lot of these dudes don't even know who Travis Scott is. I do. I listen to rap and shit like that. But some of these white boys and all of this stuff, they be listening to rock. They don't even know who Travis Scott is. I know it sounds crazy, but believe it or not, this is a community that Travis Scott, no one's gonna, we fuck with Travis Scott. Some people do, some people don't know him, but we're not going to tune in to watch a Travis Scott performance, bro. We want to see Cody Rhodes getting some beef with fucking The Rock, the final boss. We want to see fucking Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu get into it. We want to see some good shit that night, man. We don't want to see a fucking rap concert Monday, January 6th. I hope Triple H does not make the mistake and try to turn this into a big spectacle. No, fuck that. Get back to the basics. Get back to what made the Attitude Era great. Back in the Attitude Era, Vince McMahon had an opportunity to turn the content up. Now, when you're on Netflix, it makes no sense to keep the shit PG. Turn the fucking content up. I want to see wrestlers cursing. I want to see them pushing the boundaries. I should be tuning out of Netflix Monday Night Raw in complete awe. Seriously. That's the only way, man. This is going to be very interesting going into this. Unfortunately, we have weeks and weeks of boring ass Monday Night Raws to deal with, man. Something has to be done. We're going to go through a few things on Monday Night Raw, but I'm not going to lie, man. I'm going to go pretty fast on this because it was a shit show. Let's start off with the War Games. We got the Women's War Games. Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill. We love all of these women. Naomi, we love all of them. We just don't want to see a fucking War Games with 5-on-5 women that really y'all just threw the fuck together just to say we had a women's War Games. What is the story behind this? This shit is all over the place. If you looking at the crowd, this past Monday Night Raw, sorry, Monday. Sometimes I get frustrated, man. I'm starting to get flabbergasted, man, because it's like, what the fuck are they doing? If you watch Monday Night Raw, you're seeing the fans watch in boredom as this storyline plays out. I feel like Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, they deserve more respect. They're the champions. Why are they getting thrown in to a War Games? They don't even have beef like that with Nia Jackson. Y'all are just making shit up as y'all go. This shit is corny, bro. Seriously. Also, you got the continuous burial of the Wyatt Six. Why? Like, why are we still doing the VHS tapes? I'm lost on who is the Wyatt Six even going for. They came up, they popped up after the tag team match with Dominic Mysterio and the Viking Raiders and Carlita. So now they're mad at Dominic Mysterio. The other week they were mad at The Miz. The week before that they were mad at the Final Testament. The week before that they were mad at Chad Gable, but Chad Gable came back better. Like, what is going on, bro? We don't give a fuck about the Wyatt Six no more. Scrap the whole shit, throw it in the trash, and let's worry about building Bo Dallas, because I ain't gonna lie, he been taking the bullshit creative been giving them and he been turning it into gold. So I recognize that, man, and I like the whole Wyatt Six as single competitors. I just think, man, this is not going well. This whole spookism thing going into the Netflix era has to be fucking idiotic to do. This is an era where we're toting the lines of reality and storytelling. That's the best fine line between wrestling. That's the best sweet spot when you watch a professional wrestling. We don't want to see no fake ass Netflix produced horror shit from Wyatt Six, man. I hope they cut the Wyatt Six storyline in 2024. It doesn't work. No one's talking about it online. No one gives a fuck about it. Let's talk about the War Games match between Seth Rollins and the OG bloodline, because we all know Seth Rollins, he's playing hard to get, but he's going to wind up tagging with the OG bloodline versus the new bloodline, which they just threw Bronson Reed in there. Why? How do you fuck up the storyline of the bloodline when it tells itself? This is why I'm thinking there's no way Triple H could be a part of this. I understand War Games is 5-on-5. So just to make War Games 5-on-5, we're just going to throw Bronson Reed into the mix. We're going to throw fucking Seth Rollins into the mix. It was already a stretch putting Sami Zayn there. The bloodline storyline is getting stale as fuck. Seriously, bro. This shit is crazy, man. I don't want to see Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed in the War Games match, but unfortunately, I can't do nothing about that. We got to deal with that at Survivor Series, man. This is bullshit, man. But hopefully we see CM Punk return. Hopefully we see Drew McIntyre return. WWE has been struggling creatively. This is not the momentum you want going into Netflix January 6th, man. I think there needs to be huge pivots. There needs to be a paradigm shift in creative. And I'm going to keep saying this every week when we talk about this. I could almost bet whatever's in my fucking bank account. Triple H has the title head of creative, but he's not head of creative. I could almost guarantee that. I seen how Triple H booked when he was at NXT. I seen how Triple H booked when he started to get more authority of the main roster creative. This doesn't look like Triple H booking. Now, I see a lot of people online, they're blaming him for a lot of the stuff because he is head of creative. We have no one else to blame. But I honestly think he's taking a seat back. He's letting other people, other agents, other creatives, I don't know what the fuck he let happen, but he needs to be looking at this in Gorilla and seeing a fucking shit show happening, man. This is bad, bro. Seriously. Next week, Raw will go back live. The wrestlers, they got a break for a week, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm for that, man. Professional wrestling, one of the hardest fucking jobs you could do. You wanna give them a week off, great. That's it though, man. Let's get back to the live shows. Let's get back to a good show. Let's get back to what WWE is supposed to be, entertaining. What we've been seeing the past few weeks has been nothing close to entertaining. Seriously, man. So let me know in the comments what y'all think. Am I bugging, man? Did y'all like this tape show of Raw? Do y'all think did this shit have you on the edge of your seat? Or you about as pissed off as I am, man? I'ma holler at y'all in the comments. You know what it is. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bah!